What's up, everyone? Cincy Nerd here. I'm in the nerd bar. I'm in the sweet spot. And this is my toy haul. I've got a giant freaking toy haul. I know like 2 or 3 videos ago, I just did a giant freaking toy haul. It was broken into 3 parts. But you know what? I got another giant freaking toy haul here to share. So I decided to break this one up into 2 separate videos. So the first one you're going to see, this one right here, this video that you're watching, that you're feasting your eyes on right now, is dedicated to Star Wars. So everything you see in this video will be Star Wars related. The next video is going to be all my non-Star Wars stuff. So I bought this stuff at a plethora, did you like that word? Of toy shops. Kokomo Toys, The Toy Pit, Comics to Games, Toy Department, to name a few. Some of the stuff I bought online, some of the stuff I traded for, but all this stuff you're about to see is all stuff I've picked up in the last couple weeks. So let's get started. I'm going to show you my giant freaking Star Wars toy haul. Again, join me in the next video for all my non-Star Wars stuff, but let's get started right freaking now. All right, let's get started with the carded 3 3/4 inch figures. I have quite a few here. Let's start with this one right here, 30th anniversary concept, Ralph McQuarrie Stormtrooper. Freaking awesome figure right there. And for those that don't know, these 30th anniversary Star Wars figures come with these coins, these collector coins. And I just so happen to have a very small collection of these collector coins. They are in this book here. Here are the coins that I have and the coins that I am missing. So I am slowly but surely trying to find all the rest of the coins that I need. But it's just a little fun little collection to get these coins. But getting back to this is just a very cool figure. I will probably leave this one on card because it's got the gold coin. But just a really cool looking figure right there. Concept Stormtrooper. Moving on to a Clone Wars figure. I actually have a bunch of Clone Wars figures. All the rest of the figures you see here in the carded selection are all Clone Wars figures. This one is Ki Adi Mundi. And I think I might take this one off card just because that sticker is pretty much fused to the cardboard there. But a really cool Jedi. I like this one a lot. His hands are very, very pink though. Kind of odd. Moving on to Asajj Ventress. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I like this character. This is one of the main ones that I wanted to reacquire when I started to rebuild my Clone Wars action figure collection. And I actually decided to get her on card and loose, which you'll see a little bit later in this video. But here is the carded version. Got her in a little case. And she looks awesome. And she was a very, very early wave. This was from 2008 right there. So 10 years old this figure is. And she is just an awesome, awesome character. Really, really liked her in the Clone Wars cartoon. Moving on to blue card Obi-Wan Kenobi from Clone Wars. This one's very, very cool. This one was purchased and brought up by my buddy Craig from Narc, who you saw in the previous video. So thank you, Craig, for scooping this one up for me. And the next one you're going to see, which is his frenemy, Anakin. So there's the blue card Anakin, spacesuit, space helmet. And I do have the Anakin Starfighter, so I think I might actually take this one out of card so that he can pilot his Starfighter, his Jedi Starfighter. So blue card, Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker, right there. Again, thank you very, very much, Craig. Thank you for coming up and visiting. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for bringing some goodies up. Moving on, here is the 501st Clone Trooper. This one will stay on card because it's a Walmart exclusive. I think any of the exclusives that I find that are on card will probably stay on card. This is a really cool figure. Obviously available only at Walmart when it was available. And this again was from 2007, so 11 years old for this guy. And then the last carded, ooh, I was wrong. This is not actually a Clone Wars figure. This is a Legacy Collection figure, and this is the Hoth Rebel Trooper. the bearded version. So, for those of you that collect the vintage collection that are out right now, you'll know that there is another Hoth Rebel Trooper, that guy right there. He was never actually available in this wave. They only released this version in the wave. And it's kind of strange because they actually show both versions there, the bearded one and then the non-bearded one. So kind of odd because they never released the non-bearded one in this. He was actually released in a battle pack. I will probably leave this one on card too. It's a nice card, no bends, no tears. So I'll probably just put this in my carded 3 3/4 inch Star Wars collection. I do have a 6-inch Star Wars figure as well that I purchased. This is Forlom. I got Forlom, the Black Series Forlom, looking very, very cool. I have not taken him out of package yet. I just got this from Amazon. Got him for retail, so got really lucky there. But keep an eye on Amazon because he has been going in and out of stock. But look at the sculpt on that head. That's awesome. Very, very cool. But that is the Black Series Forlom, or Zuckuss, if you prefer. So I did score a new Hot Toys figure from Star Wars recently on a trip to Mansfield, Ohio at Toy Hunters. And if you watched that video, you saw that I picked this one up. But this is the Death Trooper. I got the Hot Toys Death Trooper. This is the non-specialist version, so he does not come with the shoulder pauldron. But I liked this version, A, because I just thought it was a cleaner look. And B, I really, really like this gun. It's very, very cool. It's got this thing on the end. Kind of looks like a flamethrower on the end of the gun there. But it's just really awesome. He comes with that giant rifle there. He also comes with this gun as well, that I believe the specialist comes with. He comes with this blaster here. And then he comes with these additional hands. I did put some batteries in his head. Let me show you what happens when you turn that on. So there you go. Turned his lights on. Little green lights there. And then if you could see it, it's kind of hard to see based on my lighting setup here, but there's a light right there as well, if you could see. So really, really cool. There it is, right there. There's the shine. I would like to purchase or acquire the specialist as well, because I think that this one would pose really, really well with the specialist in a detail shelf. I do have, as you can see right here, some other 12-inch figures, but those are all sideshows. So let's take a look at those. Check out that wide shot. That is freaking beautiful. I decided to collect the Sideshow Bounty Hunters. So I have 4 out of 6 of them right now. I gotta thank the great Toy Bills for this one right here. Traded this one to me. This is Forlom, and he looks pretty amazing. Show you the detail on the head. Just very, very cool sculpt work there. And there is some more detail on Forlom's body there. Kind of a generic sideshow base. Only comes with a couple more hands. That rifle's very, very cool. But I just think he looks amazing. I think he looks fantastic. And he looks even better when posed with his bounty hunter buddies. His partner specifically, there is Zuckuss. So I purchased this one from SideshowToy.com. As soon as I figured out that I was going to be acquiring Forlom, I had to get Zuckuss. If I wasn't going to get any other bounty hunters, I thought that these two would look fantastic posed together. Because in the Star Wars lore, these guys are partners. So there is Zuckuss. Look at those eyes. That's crazy freaking awesome right there. The only thing that worries me about this one is this leather kind of whatever the heck that is, coat. It's not soft leather. It's kind of very, very rough feeling leather. So I'm worried that it might not age over time. Just a really cool looking figure. He's got the gun there. And there's some detail on his like weird hoses. Just so freaking cool. You don't get this level of detail on any other figure besides like Sideshow and Hot Toys. You really kind of get a sense of what this thing looked like in person when they were filming the movie. But he comes with a couple hands, just like Forlom, just a couple additional hands, generic looking base, but just a really, really cool looking figure. And I saw that my local store, the toy department, actually got these in, so I decided to trade some stuff towards them. First one is Bosk, and he looks amazing. This is the first version of Bosk that Sideshow did. They actually did a more recent version where he had a second head sculpt, and his skin looked much darker. This one, you could see it's kind of like a brownish, mustardish tone, which, based on the movie, I think looks very screen accurate. I think that the new version with the darker colors, it doesn't look as accurate to me. But he comes with a couple additional feet, kind of the toes pointed up. Comes with additional hands. Let me see if I could show you the detail on these hands. So if you look at the nails there, the little talons, those actually look like actual real like talons, not plastic. I mean, they're so very cool. It's kind of like a translucent, kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like an actual nail. Very, very cool. And all of his toes are like that. It's kind of hard to see with my lighting right now, but I assure you, those like toenails, those talons look very, very realistic. And just show you some more detail on the figure itself. There's his gun that he comes with. Moving on, we've got IG-88, everyone's favorite assassin droid. Looking amazing. Very, very cool detail on this one. Articulation's not the greatest. He does bend at those elbows there. They don't swivel forward though, although they can. Let's see if I could show you. They go out like that. And they swivel there. But this piece right here does not swivel. It should. If it did swivel, it would have a lot better articulation, but it does not, unfortunately. Comes with both of those guns there, the rifle, the blaster. But if you look at like this is made of plastic. It looks kind of metallic. And just the paint that they used, it looks very, very realistic, like tarnished metal. Really, really cool. And he does have some light up features. Let me show you those. So I already put batteries in, but if you push down here, there are lights around his head in those holes there. And let me show you one more light up feature. I'll be right back. Look at that. Very, very beautiful light up base, red lights just shining through. Just looks so cool. But that is very, very awesome. So there we go. I need Dengar still, so I'm waitlisted on Sideshow for Dengar. But I also have pre-ordered the Hot Toys Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. So he's not due until January of next year. So he will officially complete my bounty hunters, assuming I am able to get Dengar as well. But really, really happy with these 4 new 12-inch figures in my collection. Alright, and that brings us to my loose 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figures. I have mostly Clone Wars figures here and a couple of vintage collection figures, but we'll start with this guy, who I don't remember the name of. He's very, very cool. He's very large. But I got him. I got Kid Boba right there. Little Boba. I got the Turbo Tank Trooper. Very awesome. I got a loose Asajj Ventress. Once again, one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars. Looking awesome. I got Jedi Nadar Veb. I think he was a mail away exclusive. And he, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen a cartoon from many, many years ago, died. And Kit Fisto ended up using his lightsaber. And I think it was in a fight against Grievous, if I can remember correctly. I got the Cold Weather Obi-Wan. Very awesome there. Got this one from Josh Pence. This is, I think it's Captain Locke, who was a Kmart exclusive. I'm missing his blaster though. I need that. But very, very awesome there. I don't think I actually ever had this one when I had my big Clone Wars collection. I think that was one of the ones that I was missing. I was only missing a couple figures, but that might have been one of the ones. I got this one from Josh as well. This is a Clone Wars Commander Gree. Pretty awesome there. Phase 1 Gree. I got a Republic Commando. Very, very awesome right there. Lacks articulation in the knees, but just looks beautiful. I love that aesthetic right there. I got Chewie, Clone Wars Chewie. I got this one at the toy department. Comes with his bowcaster and that additional gun right there. Very, very awesome. I liked that episode that Chewie was in. Moving on, I have a Phase 2 Commander Wolf. Again, lacking in articulation because these were the latter Clone Wars figures that they did. But still, much better than the 5 points of articulation that they did for Rebels. So, can't complain too much. But there's Wolf. I got this ARF Trooper. I don't remember which one this is. I think it might be Waxer or Boyle. I don't remember. Let me know in the comments if you know. I got little Yoda. I got this one at the Toy Pit in Indianapolis. So that's the more recent Clone Wars Yoda with the soft goods cape. Really like that one. I got Clone Wars Bosk. So he completes my Slave 1 from Clone Wars that I have. He goes with my other Boba Fett Clone Wars figure. But I'm a big fan of Bosk. And he looks great. And then the last loose Clone Wars figure that I have is Jedi Ayla Secura. Or Ayla Secura. However the heck you pronounce it. She looks cool. And as you can see in the background, I do have a couple of vintage collection figures. I do have the Anakin Skywalker. Actually, that is... He's got the yellow Sith eyes, so I think that's the Darth Vader version. I'm not sure if the Anakin Skywalker version has those yellow eyes as well. Please comment below and let me know. I do not remember, because I haven't had that figure in a while, but pretty awesome figure. Again, from the vintage collection. And then I got Boba. Got a Boba Fett vintage collection figure. Looking sharp as usual. Love Boba Fett. But the last things that I wanted to show you, you probably saw in the background here, are some SH Figuarts figures. I am kind of addicted to these after buying a couple of these. So here is Old Man Luke. This was a exclusive. I picked this one up off Amazon for like $114. But he looks amazing. Let me show you this thing. Look at that sculpt. Looks pretty phenomenal, if you ask me. Makes the Black Series look pretty bad, but just a really, really awesome figure. I love these SH Figuarts figures. Collecting these things and seeing the level of detail and the articulation in these makes me actually want to make this my official 6-inch Star Wars figure in my collection. Kind of step back a little bit from Black Series and focus on SH Figuarts because these are just beautiful and amazing. So I got Old Man Luke there. Again, that was the exclusive. And then I got a couple of the Praetorian Guards. I still need the third one, but I got this guy here with this helmet style. He's the one with the two blades that separate, and he does come with those accessories. The two blades comes with that kind of whip sword thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but it comes with it in the sword, and then it comes with it in the whip version. Comes with those additional hands as well. And there's the packaging. But just a really, really awesome figure. I love the articulation in the elbows because the Black Series version, the elbow articulation, you could not get this this level of bend with the Black Series version. And I recently saw the the Hot Toys version, and it looks like it's restricted as well. So I think that this version right here, this SH Figuarts version, is probably the most articulated version of this character that we're going to see. And this was only like $38 on Amazon, so just a really, really great deal. And then I'll show you this one as well. This was the other version, the heavy blade version with the helmet that kind of points upward. So I'm still missing the one with the helmet that points kind of downward, and I do plan on picking that one up. I want to pick up multiples of these guys to kind of recreate that throne room scene, which I absolutely love so much from The Last Jedi. Just one of the greatest scenes in all of Star Wars, if you ask me. Just, I love that throne room duel scene, that fight. But there you go. So there are a couple of Praetorian guards. He comes with those additional accessories, by the way. The whip, sword, the sword, and those additional hands. And then there's the box. But there you go. There's a new black hole for me. SH Figuarts Star Wars. I'll probably be collecting a lot more of those. You might see a lot more of those in future episodes. But there's the whole table. There's the table of Star Wars. Again, I've picked up all this stuff in the last couple weeks. Just really, really thrilled and happy with everything that I've picked up. And I can't wait to get these on the shelf, add them to the collection. But there's the little 360 shot of everything right there. I love it all. I love Star Wars. So there you go. That's the end of this video. That's the end of my Star Wars toy haul from the last couple weeks. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, if you liked any of the stuff you saw in this video, give a thumbs up. I absolutely appreciate it. But I will see you guys in the next video, which is also going to be a toy haul. It's all my non-Star Wars stuff. Here's a quick little preview of it right there. But again, thanks for joining me, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.